This DMZ mission looks so easy that when me and Flynn came across it in Shadow Company Tier 5, we were like, oh, we can finish that mission up before we stop for the day. It took 6 hours. It took us 6 hours to complete one mission. And this is a mission that I'm sure loads of you will have completed without even thinking about it. Maybe you even completed it accidentally. It's so unbelievably frustrating. So in this video, I'm going to chart some of the trials and tribulations we had trying to complete a Big Help in DMZ. So when we started this game, we were on 3 out of 5, and we hadn't even really been trying that much to complete that mission. We thought this would be super easy. We've got a few other missions to do. While we complete them, we're getting credit for helping each other complete them. This will finish in no time at all. One of the missions that we had involved going and killing the Rhino, which at the moment, for some reason, he's in Koshai Complex still. I'm sure he was meant to be in the Zyra Observatory bunker now. But anyway, he's still in Koshai Complex, so we decided to head over there. So when you're going into Koshai Complex, you go into Al Mazrah first, you get to the entrance, you load into Koshai Complex, then this happened. Both of our objectives had been reset to 0 out of 5, as if we'd squad wiped. So this is a bug with the Big Help mission, that if you go into Koshai Complex, it completely resets your progress wherever you're up to, which is super frustrating. Especially because not only has it reset our progress, so now we need to do it again, now we need to help people with more missions, but we were running out of missions. I didn't really have any other missions that I could do easily. You know, my remaining missions are all things like exfil with 7 people on the helicopter, which is just ridiculous, and I don't really ever want to do that. But anyway, we were here now, so we thought we might as well go complete this mission. We had to kill the Rhino, get some documents off him. So we killed the Rhino. It's super easy if you've got the fire shotgun, especially if there's 2 of you. Just throw one of those shock sticks on the floor to stun him, and then absolutely blast him, and he'll go down in no time at all. So there he is. He's dead. I could go pick up the documents. This is how you finish the truth section, or at least the first part of the truth. And then we could get out with those documents. The second half of the Truth mission is to go into the cruise terminal. You have to get into the cruise terminal office in Vondel, and then you have to go steal something else. Pretty straightforward, and we were hoping to see that we would get at least one of those objectives done for the Big Help, because we were helping each other, right? I was helping Flynn complete his mission, and he was helping me to complete my mission. Right, the cruise terminal thing's here, isn't it? The office? Oh. Oh, it's here, I think. Okay, here. Thank you. Connie deal documents, is that what we need? Yeah, deal documents. That's what we need. Hey, you still got 90k? There we go, another mission complete. So we just need to do one more mission. So we've either got to help someone do 5, so get a random in and help them do missions, and then maybe do our weeklies, or we have to do that other one with the scavenger. So I guess we'll just go to Al Mazrah and put a random on. But then if we get a random, then if we kill people, we won't be able to get the scavenger. But I don't really want to go back into Koshai if I don't have to. You still love the TAC 56? Yeah, I always like the TAC 56. Oh, now it says help squad mates complete 5 missions. So that counted as 2. You can hear by the complete lack of surprise in my voice that I wasn't that shocked to see that this counted as 2 missions completed instead of 1. I've got no idea why this counted as 2 missions, but it did, and I'm not going to complain about it. So now we were back up to 2 out of 5, and we'd decided that to go on, we were just going to get some randoms in the squad, do some squad fill, and then we could help them complete their missions and get this one done easily. The alternative mission we had is a bit tricky. You have to find the scavenger and go to his shop and get like a defective dog bank, and then go back into Koshai Complex, trade that for something else, and then extract. That's the whole thing, and we haven't been able to find a scavenger for like 3 days now of trying. So we decided we were going to stick with a Big Help, and we had a brilliant idea of how about completing urgent missions, because the Big Help mission just says that you have to help squad mates complete 5 missions. We've got a bunch of dailies that are apparently fixed now. They did something in a patch, so now they work. This would be a great way to do it, because these missions are super easy. So we headed back into Vondel, loaded up with some of these urgent missions so we could complete them. Oh, I need to drop this for you to... I need you to get a shotgun kill. Oh, there you go. There's the shotgun. Let's go kill one of the people. The reason we were swapping weapons here was basically because someone had said in chat that you have to help the teammates complete the mission. So you maybe have to do one of the objectives, or at least make some progress towards it. So to make sure it counted, we were doing these missions where you just had to kill a certain number of enemies with a certain weapon, and we'd make sure that we swapped weapons so everyone had done a little bit. So there you could see we'd completed 2 missions, so we should both at least be on 3 out of 5 when this finished, right? No, wrong. We're still on 2 out of 5. It turns out urgent missions, daily missions don't count. Even though they're still called missions, it has to be proper missions. So far we've kind of worked out the rules of a Big Help. You have to help your squad mates complete missions. They have to be normal missions. You have to do something in that mission, so you have to somehow be about, maybe get one of the objectives completed. Also, arbitrarily, you can't go into Koshai Complex at all, and obviously you can't have your squad wipe. This is kind of why DMZ gets annoying sometimes. There's so many bugs in the way missions work, you kind of have to learn this other set of rules. For me it's a little bit easier because I have chat kind of telling me their experiences of how they've done these missions. But for anyone who's trying to work it out by themselves, this must be an incredibly frustrating experience. But anyway, we realized, okay, we can't do urgent daily missions. I don't have any more proper missions done. So let's try heading into a game with a random, and there maybe we'll be able to help them get theirs done. So here we are in our Masra, because I thought that's got a lot of easy missions. A lot of people just starting out the game will be on there where they'll have a lot of easier missions. You can go to squad missions and check them, and you can see they had siphon the gas from one vehicle on Ashika Island and complete a secure intel contract. Now obviously, we can't siphon gas from a vehicle on Ashika Island because we're in Al Mazrah. I've got no idea why the random had that. But we could do a secure intel contract. That's pretty easy. I was just kind of struggling to find one. I thought there was one over there, but there's actually one a bit closer in Marizeh Marshlands. So that's what we were going to do. Now we had the problem of trying to shepherd a random around the map when they desperately want to do the most suicidal things possible. Like immediately running for the train when you spawn at this bit.
Don't go for it, man. Just leave it. Leave the train alone.
No, he's going to go for it. No, he's missed it.
He's too slow. He's too slow.
Thank God.
He's going to the buy station so he gets the plates.
Yeah, I'll just grab this truck and come over and get you.
Why is he marking a 2-plate when we both have really good
Because
vests?
he's not very good. I'm guessing by the fact that he's got like one of his missions is completed, but he's obviously not very far through the missions because he's got all the starter ones. Alright, I'll come pick you guys up. Does he know how to get out of this building? He's going to come out the front door. Okay, that's fine. Let's go do... Oh, I don't know. I'm going to that intel mission, aren't I? So I'm going to go left. Advance UAV.
This lad's making me nervous for how much he's on the edge.
Yeah. I think keeping this guy alive is going to be difficult, but it's only for as long as we need to do the intel mission. I don't care what happens to him. I'm just using him.
Yeah.
He just like looked like he just got thrown into the... I'm kind of glad we didn't go the other way. Would have been in that fight. Someone's on the train now. Do you want to hop in and get it?
Alright, I'll grab this.
Yeah. It's because he wants to be cool like you standing on top. He got scared. I am struggling to find my way in.
Oh, Jesus, they nearly ran me over.
What, the bots?
Yeah.
Oh, I found an laptop. Got it.
We've marked a radio tower on your tac map. Use it to transmit
Now time for another fun DMZ glitch. Sometimes at the moment when you do an Intel contract, after you pick up the laptop, it doesn't tell you which tower to go to upload it. Can anyone in the comments let me know, does it actually matter which tower you go to? Can you just go to any of the towers to upload it? Because that would be kind of useful to get these done quickly. But anyway, none of us could see which tower it was trying to tell us to go to, so we just went to what we thought was the closest one, and luckily it worked from there. Right, and we can... Normally it's a cargo mission here, isn't there? But there isn't this time. Okay. I'll fly over there. Did we get that mission done for that guy?
305.
Yeah, there we go. That's an extra one. So now we're at 3 out of 5. We just need 2 more mission completions to get a big help done. How hard could that be? Flynn actually had an earlier mission that we just skipped at some point, I guess, that was very easy, where all you had to do was do a deliver cargo mission and then fully repair and refuel the vehicle. I could complete that, which would take me up to 4 out of 5, but that means Flynn would still be stuck at 3 out of 5, since you don't get credit for helping on your own missions. Now, I'm gonna like drive around Rohan. Too much risk of something going horribly wrong in it. Can someone kill that helicopter, please?
Your man's taking my seat when I was reloading my gun.
Yeah, you can lean out and shoot it though, can't you?
I only have 30 bullets left in the assault rifle.
Oh no. Is it dead? Is it dead?
I think so.
You might want to be in this just in case when it refuels. It's like 5 seconds. Did that complete that bit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Players ahead. Players ahead.
One went behind the wall.
Just getting this guy's dog tag. So there, I'd managed to get up to 4 out of 5, and we were still just sometimes killing players to try and get the scavenger to turn up so we could do that mission if we managed to. I don't think at this point we'd actually worked out that you couldn't go into Koshai Complex, so it's kind of a good thing that we didn't try to. We never did find the scavenger. We kept trying, but we never managed to find him. So here I am at 4 out of 5, Flynn's on 3 out of 5, but Flynn did have one other mission that was quite easy to do. It's the one where you have to pick up the contraband packages from the different sunken ships. I think there's 3 on Al Mazrah and 2 on Ashika. It's a pretty easy mission to do, so if we could get that one done, then I'd be done with this mission, and we'd just have to try and find some randoms to try and get Flynn done. So I hopped in one of the TAVs to try and go across to the ships, and then this happened. Be careful. Also, I don't have much fuel. Should we swap to the other amphibious vehicle?
Sounds good.
Although this one has been used, I don't know if this is going to have any more fuel. Oh, it's got loads. He's getting on. Is he on? He's not on. He's not on. Okay, you just leaving him? We can leave him. We're getting shot at. We're getting shot at. We're getting shot at. We're getting shot at. There's a sniper. He's in that building there. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're not just going for the contraband. I just wanted to go for the contraband, but...
Alright, okay. Leave him then. I have a more strike coming in on the roof to hopefully help our teammate.
It did not help our teammate. You know when I was saying he was having the best day? First contraband's here. Oh, I need to help, don't I? So I'll pick it up. Right. Crap, but we've lost the boat now. Do you want to go back for him? If we squad wipe, we lose all our progress.
Yeah, I don't really mind. We can cut our losses and just bail.
Okay. But we haven't got a boat or anything. No, we should go back and help him. We should do it.
Alright.
Hopefully, like, they'll be looting him or something. Swim to the next boat. It's miles away. They're here. They're here. They're on the other side of this little wall.
Ah, yeah. Damn them, yeah.
Downed one. I'm in trouble though. I need cover. I need cover badly.
I'm just trying to find them. We got one sniper.
There's one next to this building.
Yeah, yeah. Got him.
Oh, that's the one who. Oh crap! There's another one. There's another one. No, that you just got the one. Oh crap! We're dead. Yeah, you got my one. Must have self-resed. I'm dead. Yeah, we lost the mission.
There was like 4 of them there.
Oh, there. No, just 3. Oh, there's one. The one sniping was further back. Yeah. Oh, we lost all that progress. So that was me going from 4 out of 5. Bear in mind I was on 3 out of 5 when I went into Koshai. Went back to 0. This was me on 4 out of 5 going back to 0. Because we just squad wiped. Because I had a sudden crisis of conscience and wanted to go help the random who had left to die. So let's start the whole thing again. Again, we decided to go in with randoms, see what missions they had, and we were really hoping we'd just get someone who had a load of really easy missions. 3 easy missions. There's been loads of times we've helped a random complete 3 missions. How hard could it be? Whatever they had, I'm sure would be absolutely fine. It's not like they're going to have like 1 mission and it's to get an MRAP. Oh wait, no, that's exactly what they've got. So they've come into the game with 2 completed missions and 1 mission that they need to do, which is to get an MRAP and unlock it, and they've come in with blue armor and no money. Good. That's a nice easy one to get done. We didn't even end up trying this one, but we did kill another squad who joined us, and one of them had a mission to complete 2 hunt squad contracts, so we thought we'll try and get them done. We didn't have that long left in the game, but we'll try and hunt these squads fairly quickly, and then maybe that'll be one that we can get finished. This also ended up being a ridiculous shambles. I'll just leave this in because this whole thing was quite funny. Yeah, I can see him. Yeah, I can see it's 2. Did Mystic Devil just... What? How did he even attack him? Right, I've shot them a little bit just to try and... I'm wasting their plates. How are you going up? I can't see him now. I think one of them just jumped off. I'm going over. I think that at least one of them jumped off, but maybe one of them's still up. Are you pushing up?
Yeah, it's going up the stairs now.
Okay, I'm going up the outside. Did they both jump off? Yeah, I think they both jumped off, haven't they? Let's tell you if I can see them. Oh, they've gone. Maybe in these warehouses?
Or you would go down to the entrance of the complex.
Yeah, I've just gone a bit further. Oh, yeah, no. I think I see them. I think I see them. I think they're at the garage. Unless that was bots. No, they've kept going. How did someone? How is that person pinging them? Oh, he's in the he's up in the tower. Okay, yeah, they're just running, but they're. Yeah, they're still there. Alright, I'm pushing up. Because we don't have long. They've gone so far away.
Cracked them.
But there's two in there.
Yeah. I'm not gonna have no time, it's over.
Yeah.
I'm
Still
just
gonna
killing
kill
these
him.
people anyway.
Contract was pulled. You exceeded the time limit.
What the hell? I got literally no warning of that. Like, not any warning at all. I wasn't even moving very fast. He's just gonna run into the thing, isn't he? Killed one, the other one's further away. I can't believe what we've had to go through in this game. Can you see him at all?
Nope.
Oh, Pink can see him. Oh, that person's got one to just exfil with two people's dog tags. This is the worst scope in the world. This guy's got a thermal where everything's like really dark purple. It's like, like it doesn't help at all. Downed him. With that terrible sniper.
Ultra One, enemy threat is low. Actuals are Ultra One. Winds are picking up in the AO. Advise you get to extraction before radiation moves in.
Downed him again. Can you grab his dog tag? So while that was cathartic hunting down those two players that were very, very good at running away, it didn't get us any closer to a big help. We were still on 0 out of 5. When I mentioned that someone had a mission for 2 dog tags, that was the daily mission, so that one didn't count. We were still on 0 out of 5. We had to go into another game and hope that the next person had better missions to do. Spoilers, they did not. They instead had one daily urgent mission to complete contracts, which doesn't help us, cutting it close, where you exfil a hostage at the final exfil, and the client is king, where you have to complete 8 contracts in 8 unique points of interest, which takes an entire game. That's actually a surprisingly challenging one. If you go around and you're quick and you do lots of HVTs, you can do that. But this guy decided to immediately pick up a hunt squad contract, which is one of the contracts that can just take you forever and often end up failing because the people just manage to get away. So in this game we ended up wasting an insane amount of time playing this weird game of cat and mouse against another enemy team. We managed to kill some of them, they managed to kill some of us. It was a big back and forth, it wasted loads of time, and we still weren't completing any missions. I was getting more than a little bit frustrated by this point. Bear in mind, for you this has been about 23 minutes. For me, I think this had been about 4 hours at this point. So we went into another mission with another new random, and this one had missions to deliver a letter of introduction to a phalanx dead drop at the university in Vondel, and 2 other missions that they'd completed. So another mission that we literally couldn't do this time because he'd come into the wrong map. This was getting more than a bit frustrating. Every random we came across either had some ridiculous missions that were really, really difficult to do, and then ended up making it more difficult or impossible for us, or they had missions that were already complete or just couldn't be done on the map that they'd loaded into. Everyone keeps telling me when I've been talking about, oh, I like playing PvP in DMZ lately, there's loads of people saying, oh, well, most people just come in to do their missions. Most people are just trying to get missions done and you're getting in the way by doing PvP. In my experience, most people aren't doing their missions. They're not paying the slightest bit of attention to what missions they load up before a game, especially when I'm trying to do a big help. Later in this match, we ended up actually getting into a team fight. So just the sort of standard thing around high-rise, people shooting from the tops. I was trying to save Flynn, he was down, a Nanas man had just managed to kill someone. There was a lot of enemies around here.
Only a matter of time till BAI take over.
After an Anas man killed Mexico, he accepted his plea for help, he assimilated him into our team, and as normally happens, he went and accepted the rest of his team, which meant we ended up on a team of 6. This actually ended up working out in our favour, because when you've got a big team with you, that's lots of people who could potentially be completing missions. We just decided to have some fun. We were on 0 out of 5, we didn't have anything to lose. We thought maybe it'd be a fun thing just to like go around with these people and finish out the game with them. These people seem to have an addiction to doing hunt squad contracts. We did loads in this game, and then this most magical of things happened. While we were driving towards the final exfil, we all had a bunch of money so we could get a little bit of progress towards that upgrade thing. I got a little bit of progress. Flynn got a little bit of progress, and then Flynn got more progress. It turns out they'd had a mission to complete 3 hunt squad contracts, and when they managed to do that, I guess their entire team had it. It put both me and Flynn up to 3 out of 5 complete for a big help. So we just got over half of that mission done in one game just by helping a load of random people go and kill a bunch of people in the hunt squad contracts. And as a bonus, we managed to do the final exfil with 100k. I think everybody on our team, all 6 of us, had over 100k when we left, which meant that we all got a little bit of progress towards that upgrade mission to get the faster exfil time. So now we only needed 2 more, so we loaded into another game with another random, decided to check their missions to see what was going on with that, whether they had an easy one we could get done. And their missions were to kill 3 reinforcement helicopters on Ashika Island, dead drop 3 Connie battle notes, and buy an item at the scavenger's buy station. Bear in mind, Connie battle notes are very hard to find in Al Masra. You can sometimes find them in the active combat zones. The scavenger we hadn't been able to find for literally days at this point, so we weren't going to bother trying to do that one. And the other mission couldn't be done on this map. So we were stuck at 3 out of 5, and it didn't look like there was anything we could do in this game. Flynn remembered that he did have another mission that I could use to get to 4 out of 5. For that, you have to go onto the Connie battleship and get some notes. I'm not sure if you actually have to do that step, but the notes tell you where the missiles are anyway. Then you have to go up to Zaya Observatory in order to get some infrared beacons to put on the missiles. So Flynn went off and got those from this dead drop. Then you go to the cemetery to put the infrared beacon on this missile, and also there's a note on it which tells you where the randomly placed other missile is. There's loads of different places it can spawn, so you kind of need to check which one it is on this note. And this one says it's somewhere south of Akhtar, the farms north of the fortress should work. That's very confusing, saying south of Akhtar or north of the fortress. I got very confused when I read it, and I thought it meant north of like Akhtar fortress, because it's kind of like a fortress city. But eventually I found it, even though I was using completely the wrong instructions because I'd read them wrong. And that meant that we completed this, and that put me up to 4 out of 5. So it all seems so close. We were so close to getting this done. Just one more. So we loaded into another game with another random, ready to complete any of their missions. And they didn't have any missions. Turns out they just didn't have any on. We spoke to them. Yeah, they finished all of their missions, so they're just coming in to kill people pretty much. We didn't have time to do this. I was on 4 out of 5. We'd been playing for like 5 hours at this point. I just wanted to get out. So the guy was cool with it. We just went and got an LTV and immediately exfilled. So then I had 1 more mission to do. Flynn technically had 2. He was 1 behind me. But anyway, I had 1 more mission to do, and we loaded up this guy's stuff and saw he had 1 to just complete a rescue hostage contract. And then you had to exfil with the hostage. He did actually have another mission that we could have done where you have to destroy vehicles, but this is the one that he wanted to do, so we were like, fine, we'll go for it. And we went to go do the hostage contract. I love these missions. I think they're the best contracts in the game. They're really cool that like you have to go find the information to show you where a building is, where a hostage is, and then you go and breach that building, take out all of the guards, have to be careful about the hostage themselves, and then carry the hostage to a special exfil point. I think that's all very cool. It's very kind of different from normal DMZ gameplay. I kind of wish there were more contracts like this. So we were finally at the end. The way I thought this would work, it would complete for me. That would be me helping a squad mate complete the last mission, which completes that. And then, because I also completed a big help, that should finish that for Flynn, and then we'd both be done. So I waited. It didn't pop up at first, but then it came up there saying hostage rescue completed for Gabba. Absolutely awesome. Still no word on a big help. A little bit tense. But then when this next screen comes up showing you your mission progression, I could see that my one was complete. A big help was complete, mission completed. And Flynn's didn't. For whatever reason, that didn't count for Flynn's. I'm not sure if it's because my mission completed after the game ended, but Flynn's wasn't complete, so we had to go back in and do one more mission. So we went in again with another random, checked their missions, and they actually had some that we could do. To get the heavy chopper, to pick up the charge at the closed tunnel near the observatory and plant it at the embassy, that's the one you have to do before it goes off for 20 minutes, and Dark Water, where you find a rebreather, get the cartel warehouse key, use that to open up the stuff in Hafid Port, and then extract with that. These were all 3 missions that we thought we could probably do, and then we could get Flynn's mission completed. Mine was already done at this point, so my progress was safe. I didn't need to worry about it. But if we had a squad wipe, Flynn would be sent back to 0. Flynn was an absolute man on a mission in this. So for anyone who doesn't know this mission, basically there's a bomb that spawns at the entrance to the Zio Observatory bunker. It spawns out at the beginning of the game, and then 5 minutes later, when the timer hits 20 minutes, it explodes. You have to try and pick it up and take it to the embassy from wherever you spawn, so it can be quite a drive, before that happens. We decided to get an LTV as like a support vehicle, while Flynn shot off on a motorbike. They're only 1-seater now, you can't even stand on the back of them, for some reason you fall off. And he got there so unbelievably quickly. I mean, you can look here, we're still in Al Mazrah City and it's at 23 minutes. That means there's 3 minutes from now until that bomb goes off. And here we managed to get back to the embassy. Flynn managed to do it, and you can see the timer ticking down. 3, 2, 1. That explodes. That means that's completed the mission for our teammate Johnny. That's done. And that means Flynn's mission should complete. I mean, he was the one that picked up the bomb and delivered it. He did basically all of that mission. But no progress. It's another glitched one for whatever reason. That mission didn't count, so Flynn was still stuck on 4 out of 5. That meant we had one more mission that we could easily do with Johnny. Getting the heavy chopper fuel is a little bit tricky, especially at this point in the game, but we could go get that cartel warehouse key and unlock the cartel warehouse. All we need to do is find a rebreather and then get over to the ship. Super luckily, while we were just looting random bits around this hospital, Flynn managed to find a rebreather. As soon as he picked it up, it was like, right, it's go time. We've got the rebreather. That completes that first part of the mission of Dark Water. Now we can head on over to the ship to find the key. We knew roughly where it was, so we didn't think this would be too tricky. Turns out, it's really murky down there, and I completely forgot where the entrance to the ship was. I couldn't remember where the hole was. It's really hard to see it down there, especially when there's some weirdly glowing rocks that make it kind of hard to see. So I swam around here for absolutely ages before we realised where the hole in the side of the ship was. But once we did know where the hole in the side of the ship was, I knew exactly where to go from there. You just kind of go up here into this room, and the key's glowing on the side. Very, very simple. Then, with the key in hand, all we had to do is go back to the cartel warehouse. Here, there's a laptop at the back. I think that's the thing that you have to pick up for the mission. So I pointed it out to our friend Johnny, and then we could get out and get this finished for Flynn. We weren't taking any chances at this point. We bought a personal exfil because the last part of the mission Johnny had to do is extract that laptop. So we didn't want us to somehow have a squad wipe just before Flynn's thing completed. So we bought that personal exfil, got out, and thankfully, finally, after about 6 hours of playing the game, we managed to complete a big help for Flynn. So that meant it was done for Flynn, it was done for me. It didn't show up on my screen, it didn't pop up, but Flynn told me that it was done. We were so relieved. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a like. And if you want to see my thoughts on what the future of DMZ should be, what I hope happens over the next year of DMZ, make sure you check out this video next.